Is TikTok really gonna get banned? Because it's sure looking like it's gonna get banned. And what's gonna happen next? Is Twitter gonna get banned?
Are you gonna be depressed if they ban TikTok though?
It's a love-hate relationship because TikTok was the initial app that helped me, grow. But I really like Instagram more now, for me personally. But if you didn't know, the House just recently voted, and most of them, I think it was over 300 of them, Republican and Democrat, voted in favor of the bill of the Protect American blah 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 bill. Basically, it's a bill that's gonna force ByteDance, which is the company that owns TikTok, which ByteDance is connected to the Chinese Community Party, People's Party, CCP, whatever you want to call it. And so obviously their agenda is like, we don't want nothing to do with the Communist Party of China. They're foreign.
That's their excuse for
That's
why.
their excuse. Yeah, we don't want anything with want to cut ties. So you either have to sell the TikTok in 6 months or face getting banned.
Yeah.
Which I 100% doubt that ByteDance doesn't want to sell that app because it's a lot of money they're going to be losing. And it's just like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
Why would anyone want to do that? Just by force sell it?
Yeah. I get the reason why, because they say the reason why they want to do this is because how is it possible that in China, Facebook, YouTube, all the American companies are not allowed to operate there? So how is it allowed that a Chinese-owned company, ByteDance, not TikTok, but ByteDance itself, it's owned by a Chinese entity, which is pretty interesting. But then you follow the money and you ask the question, why is everyone super wants to get against TikTok? And you look at how many Republicans and Democrats own stock in the competitor of TikTok, which is Meta. And you can see, I'm gonna put a chart up here. A lot of the people that voted yes on that own a lot of stocks in their competitor, because we all know if they ban TikTok, most of the people, like you operate both in Instagram and TikTok. For you would just put more money and more resources into your page on Instagram, of course, all the brands and companies. So yeah, the reason why they want to do this is because of that. They own a lot of stocks. The funny thing is, I think there was only 4 Democrats in the Democrat side. Like I have here the chart. So in total, there was 352 people in the House that said yes, both Democrat and Republicans. There's only 65 people that said no against this bill. So it was majority of them want to ban this. And the president already said as soon as he gets the bill, he's going to ban it. So the question is like, the Congress?
Senate.
The Senate. The Senate has to approve it, which is majority owned by Democrats. That's the thing. So if the Democrats, it's not really like, the Republican. No, it's mostly the Democrats have the majority say. So if they together in the party want to do this and pass this, they will. And I think more than anything is they want to make it sold. And we'll see. There's people that say they're going to sell it. But we just don't know if they're going to buy it, because why would Instagram buy it? Why would YouTube buy it?
I don't think that even if they could, they wouldn't even be allowed because it'll be just a monopoly. I hope this doesn't sound like conspiracy theory. They just want to ban it because they can't control it. With Meta, obviously they have a lot to say. They can do a lot of stuff with Meta because it's an American company, and Meta obviously is a big lobbyer. They obviously lobby a lot of laws and stuff. But more than anything, the U.S. can control Facebook. That's what they block. They can literally do so many things when it comes to elections, which is coming up soon.
Yeah.
With TikTok, they have no control. It's not American owned. It's Chinese owned, so they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And American politicians cannot do anything. The government itself cannot control TikTok. But I think that's the biggest thing is they can't control TikTok.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's money involved. Obviously there's a lot of money involved.
One thing that's really funny about this TikTok ban is who in the world cares about this? How is this going to benefit, our how expensive life is, how expensive healthcare is, inflation.
They can agree to this, but they can't agree to everything else.
It's really funny because it's like,
so
out of all the things we're facing, out of all the problems, the last thing on my mind is like...
The government shutdown. They can't agree on that, but they can agree on this.
We won't be able to see the famous TikTokers do their famous videos, which I'm going to miss because a lot of those TikTok videos really changed my life, especially that girl that said... Gang, 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 gang.
Coconut. Yes. Bad,
Thanks
amazing.
for the flower.
We're definitely going to miss this. If they ban this, like...
Ice cream, so good. Chilla, chilla. Money
Thanks for the
I got
roses.
your name. Wow, a lot of these.
So like we are going to miss these type of creators, which I'm pretty sure... I hope she has an Instagram page. Do you know if she has an Instagram page? Because those are people that are going to get screwed. It's like when Vine, went down and no longer was around. A lot of those people didn't have a different outlet, and they disappeared and they lost everything. But
if you're a creator, definitely like from the first ban of last year, I definitely, after that, I was like, okay, there's a possibility TikTok could get banned. I don't think Instagram or Facebook will ever get banned. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to put all my energy more on these platforms. TikTok, great. But since then, I've 5x'd my growth on both platforms. Not TikTok. TikTok has been stunned.
Personally, like if I'm being honest, I don't use TikTok as much as I used to. I feel like in 2020, 2021, I was using it a lot.
Too many ads.
Yeah, it just feels like it's like almost a
TikTok shop.
Yeah. So I think like, okay, now let's talk about who are the potential people who buy it. If you had to guess, who would make a perfect sense for them to buy TikTok?
Well, right now, Steve Mnuchin, which was he was under President Trump's team or cabinet. He is trying to build an investor group to be able to acquire TikTok. Him and probably a bunch of other rich people are trying to do exactly the same thing. Hey, let's team up. Let's buy TikTok. I think Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank said something similar. But I can only imagine how much it's going to cost, billions.
Yeah, because I remember back in 2020, Oracle, which that's the funny thing, how they complain it's owned by China. All their servers and everything that they hold, it's by Oracle. Oracle holds all the servers that has all the data, and it's a U.S. company in Texas. So it's not like, that's their logic of like, oh, this is a Chinese owned. Like, technically, yes.
ByteDance.
Yeah, ByteDance, which is the owner, but all the servers and everything is in Texas. But I think the perfect buyer would be Amazon. Amazon would fit I know you said this guy's going to buy it, but what does this guy know about social media?
I don't know.
It's like,
he knows the rich people. That's all it is.
Yeah, but I feel like the perfect a perfect business to buy this, which they need it, is Amazon. Imagine Amazon had a platform.
They don't have a social.
They don't have
platform.
it, and if they're able to have a page, an app that you're able to buy directly from Amazon, which TikTok's already is, that would be really smart. Another business I think that wants to buy, might be potential to buy it, if you think about it, what's super popular, the music on TikTok? Spotify. If Spotify says, hey, we'll buy TikTok, that would fit perfectly, That would rival Instagram, because then Spotify can say, or artists can say, I only want to license my music to TikTok. So there's a lot of ways that it can go.
If it passes, they got 6 months.
If they force a sale.
They got 6 months.
I'm leaning to 75% it is going to pass, and they're going to try to force a sale. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that, because if all of them are in favor, and this is a majority Democrat party, and they're going to an election year, they have to pretend they're doing something in Congress. And I don't know how this proves anything that they're doing in office, but they could be like, we ban China.
Yeah. That could kind of win some votes from the Republican side.
Exactly. So
independents.
Exactly. So I don't know. I'm 75% that it is going to get banned, just because of how they don't join together about like fighting for, homeless issues, inflation, healthcare, anything. But as soon as, this thing with TikTok, which it doesn't affect our life really, And if they're being honest, I go on TikTok and they say it rottens your brain. I've learned a lot from TikTok, actually. There's so many videos that I learned from me personally for investing, also for video editing and other stuff. So it's not really that it just rottens your brain. I think that's kind of like weird, because everyone who uses TikTok knows, yes, even Instagram, even YouTube, every social media is like that. It just depends how you use it and for what reason,
Yeah, and right now, I don't know if it's a political move or what, but Trump is now... He wanted to ban it, actually, when he, around a year ago, he wanted to ban it as well, but now he's against it because this is what he said: TikTok is less of a danger to the U.S. than Meta, Facebook, which is a true enemy of the people. They spent $500 million against me and our great Republican Party. Lockboxes and all. Should have never been allowed to do that. TikTok didn't. Like crooked Joe Biden, Facebook is a great threat to democracy, and it will only get bigger and stronger if TikTok is taken out. Do them both and restrict the money allowed to be spent on politics. Any lockboxes by Meta, Facebook. Just literally like a couple hours ago. Today, he's against. I can see, he literally got blocked from Instagram and Facebook.
Does he have a TikTok page? Maybe that's why he's mad.
No, I don't think he does that. I don't think he has TikTok.
That's hilarious.
He's all what is that? What's his page called?
But isn't Steve Mnuchin Truth Social?
Truth Social, yeah.
Isn't Steve Mnuchin like good friends with him?
Yeah,
so
he was.
He might partner with him too if this deal goes through.
Trump with TikTok.
The thing that's really funny. Did you hear this video by Nancy Pelosi in the office? Let's play it so if those who haven't seen it can learn about it.
First of all, this is not a ban on TikTok. I'm a grandmother of teenagers. I understand the entertainment value, the educational value, the communication value, the business value for some business on this. This is not an attempt to ban TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe, a winner, a winner. And here's what I have to say. The people of China have come forth. The Tibetans have come forth and said on TikTok in China, they are suppressed. They cannot put their message out. Not only that, the Chinese government misrepresents the situation in Tibet.
So you see here, like she's super against it.
She got bars.
And do you know why she's super against it? Anybody follow the page on TikTok that tracks her trades? Do you think that's why she's so upset? You know, because one of the greatest investors of our time, which isn't Warren Buffett, isn't the people that you usually think, it's our politicians. They're the ones, and there's a famous page on TikTok that went super viral during the pandemic, how they used to be able to buy stocks and sell at the peaks. So maybe that's why she's super pissed off and wants to ban TikTok, because you didn't see that on Instagram. You didn't see that on Facebook.
It'll suck. People can adapt, but there's obviously a lot of people that are just on TikTok. I think there's a number like 5 million businesses. So from the big companies to the small companies, like literally just an influencer. So there's definitely a lot of people that are going to get affected by that negatively. Some of those will never even again survive. Some of those will just adapt.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. You know, one thing that I do see on social media is there's both sides, but there isn't really like a stronger voice for not banning it. It almost seems like there's a big number that want to and don't want to. There isn't like a leading voice. Do you know who is the top lobbying spender the last quarter?
Of course, you guys already know this answer.
Who is the direct competitor to TikTok?
Meta.
Meta spent $4.6 million last year lobbying. I wonder for what? For this bill, probably. You know, they're the ones that's going to benefit the most. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm 75% sure it's going to pass because, you know, at the end of the day, they want to prove that they've done something with their lives. You know, they haven't fit our potholes. They haven't fixed anything. They haven't fixed our healthcare, but they're going to ban TikTok so you can no longer see. What's that girl's name?
I don't even know.
Yum Yum.
Thank you for the flowers.
Thank you for the flowers. Yeah. We'll see. Maybe in the next episode, we're going to talk about it being officially done.
Yeah. Or it'll have 6 minutes left of life.
Yeah.
We'll see who ends up buying it if it does get bought. But yeah, super interesting what's going on with TikTok. But just that's what we do here at Advanced Latino News. We give you guys the most latest and greatest news. And be sure to comment below if you have any comments or anything like that. And we'll see you guys in the next video.